Hey guys, welcome to another tutorial video. On this video, we'll be learning how to make a simple petal sleeves. Can you see? We'll be learning how to make these simple petal sleeves. You can make these petal sleeves on your blouse, your Igbo blouse, your gown, any top at all that you have. Okay, this petal sleeves is beautiful and it's not just your regular sleeve. Okay, so let's get into the video. Guys, I'm having a tutorial class, an online class for corset made easy. So if you're a beginner and you don't know how to make a corset, send me a DM so you register for the class. So for these petal sleeves, the measurements we need are our sleeve length and our round sleeve. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is to just draft out your normal sleeve. But before drafting it out, at the top of your pattern paper, you come down by 3.5 inches or 4 inches. Okay, you come down by either 3.5 or 4 inches. Then you mark a straight line. Then from that straight line, that's where you start drafting out your normal sleeve. Okay, that's going to be your starting point for your normal sleeve. So what you're going to do to get you first of all get the length of your sleeve. Okay, you get the length of the sleeve you are working with, and then you mark it. Then the next thing you're going to do is to get the part you connect to your armhole. Okay, so I'm cutting this sleeve with freehand. I'm not cutting it the normal way that we draft a normal basic sleeve. Okay, I'm using a freehand to cut this sleeve. Okay, so using a freehand, what I do is I normally come down by 3 inches by the edge. When I come down by 3 inches by the edge, and then I just connect the lines. What I do, I first of all measure my round armhole after joining my clothes. After joining it, whatever I get, I just connect it to that 3 inches like so. Measure it, and that's going to be my armhole where my sleeve will join to my armhole. Do you understand? So after making your dress, after joining the front and the back, you measure the round armhole. Okay, whatever you get, you divide it by 2 and then you measure it there. So now for the top part, you have to go in by 2 inches from the top part. Can you see? I went in by 2 inches and then I connected it to my armhole of the sleeves. You get? So the first thing you're going to do is first of all measure 4 or 3.5 inches on the top of your pattern paper. Draw a line. From that new line, you draft out your sleeve. When you draft out your sleeve, then on the top line, that 4 inches you marked on top, you connect it to your armhole line, right? Then you mark your round sleeve. I added 1 inch allowance and then you connect it. If you look at this, you see that is a normal, simple, basic sleeve. The only difference is that 4 inch that we left on top. And the reason for that 4 inches is because I want to draw gather, like I want to pleat it on the sleeves. Do you get? So that's why. So when you cut out your sleeve, this is how it's going to look. You notch the center point. Now it's time for us to create that petal shape. So from your center point, you come down by 8 inches or 9 inches. That's from the center of your sleeve. You come down by 8 inches or 9 inches. Then from that center point, you go by your side and mark 5 inches. Can you see? By your side, mark 5 inches. You can choose any of the sides you want. And then you connect it, that point, that 5 inches point, you connect it to that 9 inches point, then down to the base of the sleeve. Can you see how I'm connecting it? So this is our petal shape. Now we'll have to cut it out. Can you see? So this is how to get, first thing, to get the shape of the petal that we want to use for the sleeves. Okay, so now this shape, now we're going to cut it for one sleeve. We're going to cut it into 2 pieces. We're going to cut 2 pieces of this. Okay, so for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to be using a plain fabric and an Ankara fabric. Okay, so I'm going to cut for the 2 hands. You are going to cut 4 pieces of material, then 4 pieces of lining. Do you get? You're going to cut 4 pieces. That's 2 for your right hand, 2 for your left hand. Then cut 4 pieces again of lining, 2 for your right hand, 2 for your left hand. So each hand we have 4 pieces. Do you understand? So now when you cut it, remember to notch that 5 inches that we came by the side from. Remember to always notch it. So I've cut out the plain material I'm going to be using to design it. Then I'm cutting out the African prints that I'm also going to be using for the sleeves. Okay, so I'm going to use one plain material, one African print, just for beautification. The most important thing, notch that part, that 5 inches that we came down from the side. Please notch it. So when you're done, this is how your sleeve will look, like this. Okay, can you see what I was saying? That 2 for your right hand, 2 for your left hand. Can you see? Now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to cut I've already cut my lining for this. I cut same 4 pieces of lining. Can you see? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now on your lining, you are going to put an interfacing, a strong gum stay. Can you see? You're going to put a strong gum stay on the 4 pieces of your lining. Because if you look at the petal sleeve, is it has structure. Do you understand? So to make the structure stand very well, you have to put a strong gum stay. So now it's time for us to work on our sleeves. Okay, so now when you get your sleeves, the first thing you're going to do is to join the sides, of your sleeve together. Okay, so now I've fixed my gum stay. Now when you're fixing your gum stay, remember to know the sides where you're supposed to fix it. Can you see? Place your material well to know the side you are going to fix your gum stay. So now you are going to join your lining like so. This edge part, the edge of your lining, you join it, and you do the same thing for the main fabric that you are working with. You join the edge. Can you see? You join the sleeve part. Let's call it the sleeve part. So when you join it, this is how your petal sleeve is going to look at first, but don't be scared. Can you see? We want to give this sleeve a very clean inseam finishing, very neat finishing. So after joining the sleeves like this, you open it up. Can you see? You open it up like so, and then you join the lining to the material. Now that part that you joined, the two parts that you joined together, they are going to align, both that of the lining and that of the main fabric. Then you sew the bottom. Can you see where my hands are showing? You sew the bottom part. So when you sew the bottom part, this is how your petal sleeve is going to look. And then remember to match it down. I matched mine down. Can you see? When you sew it, when you join them, you match it down and then you iron. Now the next thing we're going to do, the upper part, we will just sew on top of it. Do you understand? To make it firm, to make it one piece. Do you get? So now when you sew it to make it one piece, we're almost done. This is how your petal sleeve is going to look. Now you see the reason why I said remember to mark your notched area. Remember to mark your notched area, because that's what is going to guide you on how to place your petal sleeves. Now this is how you're going to place it. Can you see how I'm doing? You turn your sleeves like so, and then you place it like so. You see one edge of the center front is going to be touching the notched area, that 5 inches. Can you see? The two notched areas are touching each other. Can you see the petal sleeve? You see the reason why I said you should notch that 5 inch you came down by the side. That's what's going to give you a direction on the part you are going to gather. Do you get? So this is our petal sleeve. Now let me show you how we are going to fix it on our material. So I've sewed it on top like so. I've gotten my petal sleeve. Now it's time for me to fix it on my shoulder, the shoulder of the dress. Now that part where the shape of the petal is, the center part, that's where it's going to be at the center part of my shoulder. So I'm going to pin it. You get that part that has the opening of the petals? I'm going to pin it on the shoulder area, the center of the shoulder. Guys, please, do you understand? Please, if you have any question, let me know in the comment section. Okay, so you pin it over like so, and then the edge of the sleeves, that place that we joined each other, the first joining that we did, do you remember the first joining that we did? You now pleat it. You see the reason why I said please don't forget your notched area. Then that first joining that we did, you pin it to your armhole area. That's the part that connects to your clothes. Can you see? Are you seeing, guys? Can you see what I'm doing? So please watch the video. You understand it. Watch the video keenly. Then when you pin it there, you sew it round. So I'm done sewing. Can you see how the petal sleeve is looking? Can you see how it's looking? Can you see how beautiful it's looking? Can you see the neat sewing at the inner part? Can you see the pleats I did? I did the pleats on top. Can you see how it's looking? Can you see the lines are aligning? So this is how to make your petal sleeve, and this is how to fix it on your material. So thank you guys for watching, and please, if this tutorial is helpful to you, please like, share, and remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I upload videos every day. So thank you guys for watching, and bye.